Fullback is Corey Williams at 180, a junior. When we come back, we'll be getting the coin toss results and look at Cats offensively. All this and more on Valdosta Wildcat Football.
All of your insurance needs, go Geico with low down payment, 24-hour claim service, choice of deductibles, money-saving discounts, and more. Call for a free rate quotation today at 242-3000. Go Geico Insurance, 3003 Venus Road.
Rain, sun, heating and air conditioning, keeping the winter warm and the summer cool. Services our business, comfort and quality. We help make your house a home with the best air conditioning you can own. That's what makes us number one. Sales and service from Ray and Son, oh yeah. Ray and Son, heating and air conditioning.
Back at Cleveland Field, the Cats have won the toss, and we have deferred to start the second half. The captains for the Vikings, Cedric Nealams, number 3, number 7, Dana Smith, number 43 was Cedric Mathis, and number 10, Mikey Davis. For the Cats, we had John Bell, the quarterback, of course,
Everson and Jason Jelks.
Jelks in the secondary. So those are the guys that, of course, will be making those offensively and defensive calls. Franklin Wiseman also represented. Offensively, the Cats will start with Shadrick Green, number 81, Mr. Surecatch, a tight end, a 6'3", 190 senior. The tackle will be Harvey Moore, Andy Harrison. They've been rotating those tackles in 170. Chris Cunningham with 3 touchdown catches, and he's had a couple of great games right up to this point of the season. And he's a guy that Everson goes to in a clutch situation when you got to have that must yardage. Steve Everson, of course, the quarterback at 6'1", 175. Running backs, Alfred Barnes. Of course, we got Tommy Speed, David Williams, and a few of the others back there will be rotating in and out. So we'll be checking who's going to get the starting assignment tonight. Cats, of course, will go on defense first. They'll be led by Franklin Wiseman, Barker, Lavalis Paul, Sebastian Davis, and Donald Hitson at the other end. It's kickoff time here at Cleveland Field as Alan Sanderson has it on the tee. He'll be kicking to Mac Copeland, standing at the goal line. The Winnersville Classic, the annual affray between the Cats and the Vikings for bragging rights for the next 12 months. Copeland takes it at around the 8-yard line. He's out over the 10, 15, 20. Got a seam to the 30. One guy comes up and knocks him down to the 35. Tackled by 22, Troy Brown. Late with some last-minute instruction from the offensive coaches over there. Beautiful night for football. What do you say? The temperature's in the 50s right now. Expecting a low tonight, somewhere in the 30s. Close set backfield. Thompson, your quarterback from his own 35. In motion, Davis to the near side. Quick give, and he fakes to one running back, decides to keep it, and didn't fool Mr. Hitson, number 97. Quickly. Loss back to the 31, loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. This time, one receiver, Cedric Nealams, split wide right. We got 2 flankers and a wide out on the left side, one lone setback. Thompson back to pass. Quick, throws complete to Davis. At the 40, knocked out around the 42. Hit by DeAnthony Roundtree, a safety.
He had them pumped up and ready to play. Wanted their best effort this Friday night.
Mikey Davis splits wide right, the guy that just caught the pass. One flanker wide left from a shotgun. Davis calling signals, 3rd down 5, rolling right, looking, being chased. Gets away from one tackler and still on his feet and manages to get nearly the line of scrimmage, but then everything went awry. Donald Hitson, 32, and Michael Thompson set to kick it away. Deep for the Cats is John Bell. Line drive kick. If he gets a bounce, he may have a return. Bell picks it up at the 24, picks a couple of blockers, Gets away from one, but then gets back to the 21-yard line. We got a penalty here, and I'm thinking the Cats are going to be called for a clip. And if so, that'll move it back half the distance. I'll tell you one thing, this Viking team is very, very quick. Their downfield coverage of the punt was very, very good. There's the call. Get a wall set up, but didn't catch his number, but you can see he took two guys out. 1st and 10. Cats at their own 10-yard line. No score. Rocky and Bell split wide left. Iverson is to, I think, Barnes. We'll check those running backs in there right now. See who got the start tonight. It was Alfred Barnes. You got Barnes and Tommy Speed. Valdosta at their own 14-yard line. No score, first quarter from Cleveland Field. Iverson keeps, rolls left, picks up a couple of blocks, over the 20, out near the 24-yard line, and gets the Cats first down. Tackle made by Cedric Mathis, number 43.
But with all the great ones we have in this region, he didn't get a lot of press.
1st and 10. Cats from their own 24. Iverson gives to Barnes, Alfred Barnes. Got close to 5. He's out near the 29-yard line. That'll bring him second down. Cat football.
Real fishermen.
Cats break the huddle. Second down 5 at their own 29-yard line. Rocky and Bell split wide left and right. Play action pass to Bell out the 36-yard line. First down. John Bell stretches his body, protecting front of the Valdosta bench. Speed and Barnes are your two running backs. Option back to Tommy Speed. Tommy's at the 40, 45, and gets to the 46, close to another Valdosta first down. Tackle made by Cedric Mathis for the Vikings.
Speed got a good block by Alfred Barnes on that play, Jay.
That's the Colquitt game. Yep, first down. Cats. Football weather, little or no wind. Flags hanging relatively limp right now. Cats with another first down at the 46.5. Bell and Rocky are two receivers on a counter to Barnes at midfield. He's at the Viking 40, inside the 40, down near the 37-yard line. Another first down. Offensively, from the Viking 40, or the 37-yard line. Again, Tommy Speed gets a call, and Tommy takes it down to the 31, maybe 32. Let's see where they place it down. 31.5, so he's right between the hash marks. It's second down and 5 at the 31.5-yard line of the Vikings. Iverson goes to Tommy Speed. Tommy picks up a first down all the way down to the Viking 20-yard line. Somebody had to reach out and yank him with the ankle. Ron Dunn, or he'd have been off to the races. Everything has been straight up the gut. One receiver split wide right. That's Robert Randolph. Bell here to the near side. Back to pass. Iverson lost a slow, little easy one down there. And Bell makes the catch at the 3, but he's out of bounds. He's easy. High arc thing. Looked like he was going for 3 points. Second down and 10. Option. Quick pitch back to Tommy Speed. Tommy gets pushed out of bounds around the 12-yard line. Number 35, Corey Williams, the first Viking to hit him. Viking 10 to pick up the first down. Again, no score from Cleveland Field. This Randolph and Timothy White, two receivers split wide left, to wide right, tight end left side. They give to Tommy Speed. Tommy struggling for the first down, and I think he's got it to the 10-yard line. Again, Cedric Mathis had him around the ankles. But I believe old 2-1 got down there far enough to pick up the first down. Bobby?
Yeah, he did a good job when he was hit. He immediately spun around and got the first down.
Barnes and Tommy Speed. Alfred Barnes and Tommy Speed still in at running backs. Fumble, and let's see who wound up with it. Cats, I think, wound up with the football, but on the handoff, the exchange between Speed and Iverson, they're fixing to win the football game and left it on the ground. Second and goal. Iverson back to pass. Wants to throw. Across the middle. Almost had it picked off. He was going to Shadrick Green. 45, that was Anthony Miller, close to an interception. It's third down and goal. Everson rolling right, rolling. Now, going to get caught behind the line around the 15-yard line. Two Vikings, Josh Hutchinson.
As he was snapping.
Oh. All right, long field goal try. Ryan Sanderson puts it down at the 23. So it'll be a 33-yard effort. He's got the distance, and it's good. 4:53. In the deep man for the Vikings will be Mac Copeland. Mac standing around the 3 or 4 yard line. Sanderson. This time, Alan Sanderson will be kicking off. Going to be a short one. Taken at the 4 yard line. Copeland out over the 15, and somebody submarines in. I think it was Tommy Speed, yeah. Tommy Speed hit him around the 15 and spun him around like a top, and Copeland managed to get to the 19-yard line. 19-yard line. Coffee County and Colquitt County tangling tonight. Two receivers left and right, one lone setback. Thompson back to pass, throws complete to Mikey Davis at the 21, covered quickly over there.
On somebody over there.
It didn't work.
No, sir.
Gain of 2. Now we're going to go what they call the old polecat. Lining up 5 offensive linemen on the left side, or on the right side rather, and a shotgun snap to the quarterback. We won't even try to describe that. To Michael Thompson, and Thompson for his troubles. Show first down of the contest. Now we got 2 receivers to the near side. Todd Bradley is one of them, and the other is Bert Craven. Back to pass. Thompson throws incomplete. Pass intended for number 21. Almost a lateral back over there. Thompson stays in to kick it away. John Bell goes deep for Valdosta. Thompson gets a low center snap, but picks it up and gets away a pretty good boot. Hits at the Valdosta 40 and bounces back to around the 42. The Vikings once again. Well, Valdosta was ready to put it in play, and the officials ran up to the line of scrimmage right fast. Don't know what for. Steve Everson, your quarterback, is David Williams. And now Nakia McMullen behind him at running backs. Bell and Rocky are the 2 receivers. They gave us to David Williams, the fullback. David crosses midfield. Matt Copeland bumped him, and he got about 13 yards. First and 10. Cat
McMullen on the second series.
Yeah, you just reload, I guess. First and 10 from the 46. They give to Williams again. He goes right side. David crosses the 40. Got hit hard. Stood up, driven back by Dana Smith, number 7. But David ripped off about 7.5 yards. Let's see whether they're going to give him forward progress. I think he got close to the first down marker. He did. He's very short, but by about a yard. Rocky. Split to the near side. McMullen and Williams. Oh, no, we got Tommy Speed in there now, running back. Nope, McMullen's still in there. They give it to Nakia. And McMullen picks up the first down all the way down to the Viking 35. Cedric Mathis, a linebacker, had to make the stop on him. By Ryan Sanderson. Catch got down there, got close, but then thrown for a loss back at the 15. Everson keeps it and takes it all the way down inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. From behind, DeMarcus Reiser, one of the first Viking lined offensive line, coming off the ball very good tonight. Again, 2 receivers split wide left. Ooh, quarterback tried a naked bootleg around the left side and was punished for his efforts. First Viking there was Todd. We'll go to the right side. McMullen and Williams, your 2 running backs behind Everson. Option back to Williams, the fullback. He's got blocking at the 20 and gets down to around the 17-yard line. Then over the top, Cedric Mathis. 3-0, Cats leading. Time for one more play in the first quarter if they hurry. Williams at the 10. All the way down to the Vikings 7-yard line. Again, Cedric Mathis has to make the stop. But that brings to the end of the first quarter. Cats 3, Vikings nothing after one period from Cleveland Field. You're listening to Valdosta Wildcat football. And pushed around a little bit tonight here in the first quarter by Valdosta's offensive unit. McMullen and Williams still in at running backs. Williams, right side. Gets down to around the 5. Then they turn him upside down. First Viking in there looked like Josh Hutchinson, number 40, and Reiser, number 36. 5-yard line. Tied in right side. Shadrick Green. You got Bell and the other receiver over there. McMullen gets the call, and he maybe got a yard. Somebody had him by an ankle, and somebody got him by the leg. 43. Tough tonight. 3rd and goal from the 5. Williams gets the call, gets close. Touchdown Wildcats.
Nice piece of running by David Williams.
From the 5-yard line, David was hit around the 2, but kept pushing and pushing, slanting into the end zone, and the Cats lead 9-0. David Williams, his 6th touchdown of the year. Ryan Sanderson checks in. Try the point after. He has a field goal to his credit tonight. And his point after is good. 10:47 left in the first half. Cats 10, Vikings nothing. You're listening to Wildcat football. Otis Fleming and Edward Mack. Two gentlemen who are fleet of foot themselves. Mack standing around the 3. Sanderson goes to Fleming at the 6-yard line. Otis looking for a lane and can't find one. And returns it to the neighborhood of the 18-yard line. 19-yard line. Split wide left is Cedric Nealums. 2 receivers wide right. One lone setback is Fleming. Fleming gets the call and gets to the 20. And there they knock him down. Marcus Williams, a linebacker. Now Cats are going to have to look at that crazy offensive lineup. Now, folks, we got a center, and we got one guy on the line of scrimmage, basically. Back in the shotgun is the quarterback, Thompson. He was missed by 3 Valdostans, 4 Valdostans. Finally, is hit as he crossed the 40. Sloppy tackling by the Cats. I could not believe the 3 Valdosta players missed him. The offensive setup, the alignment that the Vikings were using on that particular play, and they're coming right back with it again. They put all the linemen on one side of the field, and we're talking 15 yards away from the center. There's only 2 players on the line of scrimmage, and back to pass is Thompson. Throws quickly, incomplete to Otis Fleming.
That's a dangerous pass there.
That ball had been tipped just a little bit. Cats have plenty of people back. Line up, they put all the linemen out there completely away from the play.
Didn't Joe Wilson use it a few times against us?
Could have, I don't know.
It's crazy looking, I can assure you of that.
Now they come back with a basic offensive alignment with the 4 or 5 men on the line of scrimmage. Back in the shotgun again, Michael Thompson. Wants to throw. We got penalty flags all over the place. Thompson decides to run. Got by Hitson now. Ran right into Marcus Williams. Whistles blow, and this thing here was FUBAR from the get-go. Let's see what the penalty flags are going to be at. Motion against the Vikings. They'll bring it back, Marchell Fobinson. Again, the Vikings break out with that crazy offensive alignment. Thompson back in the shotgun, getting pressure. Throws incomplete. Throws behind his intended receiver. Hey, alignment, we're going to have to give this thing a nickname. Thompson wants to throw, being pressured, now runs out of the pocket, still on his feet, and gets to the 49-yard line. Cats quickly closing up. That was Gerald Davis. Makes the stop on Michael Thompson.
Thomasville and Cairo tied up at 7 apiece. Crisp 7, Lee County nothing, and Fitzgerald over Ware County 7-0.
Michael Thompson punting away. Again gets a low center snap, but gets it away. John Bell. Nope, it's not Bell. Check that number. It's Andre Farrell. We haven't seen Farrell back there all year long. Back, so we got the 18 thoroughbreds in there. They give to Barnes. Barnes crosses the 20. Gets out to around the 23-yard line. The Vikings, Robert Randolph and John Bell, your two receivers left and right. It's second down 6 to give to Tommy Speed, and Tommy was hit around the 25, and I mean hit hard by Cedric Mathis. Minutes left in the first half. Rocky and Bell split left and right. Tight end right side is Shadrick Green. Everson keeps rolling right, looking for some room and can't find it. Slips and slides down around the 27-yard line. First Viking in there looked like Dana Smith, number 7.
Pick this year.
Devane checks in to punt it away. Cedric Nealums, dangerous return man, goes deep. Now they're going to send another one back there with him. That's Dana Smith. Smith and Nealums. Good center snap for Devane. Devane booms one. I mean, hangs it high, high, high. Takes Smith back to the 25. And he gets to the 35-yard line before number 47, Nathan Montgomery. 6:09 left in the first half. End zone's got plenty of seats in them. One section on the north stand has a lot of folks in it. From the 35, Michael Thompson calling signals. Gives to Fleming. Fleming, maybe 2. Cats quickly converge and knock him back. There's number 90, Lavalis Paul. Great halftime show coming up here between the Marching Cats and the Vikings, the Georgia Bridgemen. Second down, back to pass. Quick, over the middle, incomplete, and almost picked off. Wow. Pass intended for Cedric Nealums. That was a hard-thrown pass. 5:12, clock stop. Now, let's see, we got whistles. What's this all about? Boys, I believe that temperature's dropping a little bit. What do you think? We may have to button up our overcoats here.
I believe you're right. It's a little nippy here.
It's third down. 5:08. The clocks are synchronized. We go to 5 minutes left in the first half. Lowndes 3rd and 8 from their 37. Back to pass. Thompson. This is going to be picked off and dropped. Larry Meldon, and I think he's probably as sick about that as anybody else, but you know what? Who caused that mix-up? I think one of the Cats, Antonio Speed. And time to kick away. Michael Thompson checks in. John Bell deep for the Cats. Good center snap. Thompson gets a high kick. Fielded at the 32. John Bell hit it almost immediately. One of the first Vikings down there, 29-yard line. First down and Chris Rocky, the two receivers. We'll check those running backs for you in a moment. On a little delay to Tommy Speed. Tommy's got some room at the 40. He's at midfield. He's at the 45. He's at the 40. Got Vikings all around him. He's inside the 30 all the way down to the Viking 26-yard line. Tommy Speed with a blast of speed. It was almost a foot race then. Montgomery and Bell split wide right. Tommy Speed. McMullen behind the quarterback. They give to McMullen. McKeah gets inside the 20, goes down around the 19-yard line. Slow down, stock down. There's Mathis. The linebacker made the stop. And some help. A gain of close to 7.5. Second down, a short 3. Rolling right. Everson throws complete to Rocky. Rocky at the 10. And gets down to around the 7-yard line. Chris Rocky, his first reception of the night. Just over 3 minutes left in the first half. Great halftime show coming up. Two receivers left and right. Tight end left side is Shadrick Green. Give to McMullen. McMullen struggles and gets inside the 5, down around the 3-yard line. Vikings line. Mullen and Speed behind Everson, the quarterback. He gives to Tommy Speed. Tommy goes touchdown Wildcats. Tommy deserved that one because he was the guy that got him down there. On that spread in the wealth. As Sanderson checks in to try the point after. It's up, and it's good. 2:30 left in the first half. Cats 17, Vikings nothing. You're listening to Wildcat Football. From halftime. Kickoff again for Sanderson. Copeland, let's see, we got two guys back there. Otis Fleming is one of them. This time it's going to go to Copeland at the 5-yard line, at the 10, 15, 20. Got to see him, crosses the 30. Somebody needs to get him. He finally brought him down around the 38-yard line. Good return by Matt Copeland.
Minutes left in the half.
All right.
Upset in the making there.
Of course, LaGrange got their first loss at Noonan last week. Back to pass. Thompson picked off by Jelks. This could be 6. It is. 20, 15, 10. 5-yard line and brought down by the quarterback, Michael Thompson. Jason Jelks stepped in front of the receiver. Pick one off for Michael Thompson and takes it to the Vikings. That was a little premature calling 6 on that one. Didn't realize that Michael Thompson had that speed, but he ran him down and stopped him at the 5.5-yard line. Rocky and Bell to the near side. The quarterback, Everson, keeps it and gets maybe the 4-yard line. There he was. That's about as far as he got. Second and goal inside the 5. Everson rolling, gives it to Nakia McMullen, I believe. And he's down close to the goal line. Stopped short. No, that was Tommy Speed. He made out of 1 as he made. Cats trying to put one in late here in the second quarter. Everson takes it in untouched for the touchdown. Steve Everson, as Sanderson will come in and try the extra point. 36 seconds left in the first half. Center snap is up. Kick is gone, and it's 24-0. 36 seconds left in the half. Your score, Cats 24, Vikings nothing. You're listening to Wildcat Football. The 3 deep men for the Vikings. Squib kick. Going to go to Fleming. Picks it up around the 14. Otis out over the 20, 25. And then they stop him short of the 30 at around the 27. Pushing him back. Marcus Williams is first down. Vikings with seconds left on the clock. Thompson gives to Fleming, his running back. Otis gets over the 30 to around the 32. Cats beginning to substitute a lot of those interior linemen right now. First Cat to make a hit.
So, a milestone for Coach Hyder tonight.
Getting up there with some elite company.
You ain't kidding.
He's done a tremendous job since coming to Valdosta. Back to pass. Thompson, he airs it out. It's going to be incomplete, almost picked off by Roundtree at the Cats Classic. It's in the books. Valdosta 24, Lowndes nothing. You're listening to Wildcat Football.
Do you want to?
As you remember, the Cats won the coin toss to start this game, and they deferred to the second half, and let's see what they elect to do to start the third quarter. Jason Jelks, representing the Cats, says we'll take it on offense. So Valdosta will start the third quarter. And with a 24-0 lead, they may start some wholesale substitutions, and as usual, we'll try as best we can to keep up with all those youngsters coming in and getting as much play time as they possibly can. Correction, not 13. 43. Back there has it on the tee. Cedric Mathis. Deep for the Cats is John Bell, Tommy Speed, and Nakia McMullen. 3 Greyhounds. This second half is underway. Going to go to an up man. It's Tommy Speed. Good field position at the 20. 25, 30, 35. He's at the 40. One man to beat. And gets it back to midfield. Tommy Speed on a good return. Returns it to third quarter, just underway. Bell and Rocky split to the near side. No running backs. Nakia McMullen. I don't know if this play was going to go anywhere because Cats had to call timeout. There was something really askew in that offensive line.
Ice is free.
Well, now we got another running back in there, Tommy Speed. He's behind the quarterback. Pass over to Bell and is complete in the flats, and he gets down to the Viking 39-yard line. Took out his man, and Bell was off to the races. Good gainer of 11 yards. Everson goes to Speed. Tommy cuts back across the green. Gets inside the 30 down to around the 27-yard line. He hasn't had to throw that much in the first half. 1st and 10 from the 26. Pass complete to Bell. Now, Bell wants to throw. And the receiver, Shadrick Green, the tight end around the 12-yard line, was covered by Dana Smith. So it's the clock. 11-10 to play, third quarter. Tied in left side. Green, one lone setback is Tommy Speed. Tommy gets the call and takes it to the 22-yard line. Or somebody came up a Viking 22-yard line, 22 and a half. One lone setback is Tommy Speed. Tommy gets the call and gets inside the 20, close to a first down, but very, very short right now. 22 makes the tackle. Rod Slater. He and Mike O'Brien and Coach Nick Hyder conferring on the sideline. 4th down and 2 from the 18. Back to pass. Gets out of the pocket, scrambling for his life, and gets the first down. Steve Everson. One of the Vikings had him wrapped up back there, but he twisted away from him. Nakia McMullen split wide right. Bell and Rocky to the near side. Speed, the lone setback. Everson back to pass. Going to the corner of the end zone for John Bell. Overthrows him by a country mile. In time, Robert Randolph and John Bell are your two receivers left and right. Pro set backfield. 2nd down and 10 on a draw to Tommy Speed. Sidesteps one. He's at the 5. Inside the 5 to the 4. And close to another first down. I think he's got it. And if so, it'll be 1st and goal. This one. Officials take a time with 9:18 left. Of course, the Colquitt County, Coffee County thing was all tied at 7. Tifton struggling with Bainbridge. 1st down and goal from the 3.5-yard line. Everson gives to McMullen, and Nakia goes in, standing up. Touchdown, Wildcats. It's third. Comes in to try his toe. Puts it up, and it's heading toward William Street. And it's going to get to be a rout. You're listening to Wildcat Football. And Otis Fleming deep for the Vikings. Going to go to Fleming at the Viking 5. He's at the 10, 15, hit hard at the 20, and still on his feet and knocked down at the 22-yard line. One of the first Cats to hit him and hit him hard was Nakia Adams. Nothing. Michael Thompson, still your quarterback. Pro set backfield. Wants to throw, puts it up, and goes incomplete. Pass intended for Mikey Davis. He was getting 175-pound junior. This time he splits Neelam's wide left, Davis wide right. Fleming and Williams, the two running backs. 2nd down, back to pass. Lofts one up to Neelam's. Neelam's open at the 50-yard line and goes out of bounds around the 49.5 of the Cats. Time the Vikings come back in a polecat offense once more, spreading people all over the field. Thompson back in the shotgun, throws complete to the near side around the Cats' 43-yard line. With an opportunity to pick up another first down here and keep a drive alive. This polecat offense is confusing the Cats defensively. From the shotgun, Thompson calls signals, gets a low center snap. Now decides to run a quarterback draw. He's at the 40, 35, and Roundtree tackles him at the 34-yard line. He picks up a Viking first down. This may be their deepest penetration of the night, Bobby. Three receivers split wide right. Pressure coming. Pass picked off by Jelks. That's his other one. He's at the 35 and goes out of bounds at the Valdosta 36-yard line. Jelks stepped right in front of Otis Fleming, the intended receiver, for his second pickoff tonight. Yet. You got Speed and Alfred Barnes at running back. Bell and Rocky split left and right. Everson wants to throw and has to eat the football. Loss of 2 back inside of the 35. Bell to the near side. Rolling right. Play action pass to John Bell. Complete. Pushed out of bounds around the 45. One quad A from the number 2 spot. Third and short. Barnes at the midfield. 45 down to the 44-yard line. For Reiser grabbed him around the ankle. Checking in as a receiver at the far side is Michael Roberts. Rocky's over here close to us. They gave us to Barnes. Barnes turning the right side, tries to pick up a block. And squirts forward for about 4. Again, the Viking defense. Again, Roberts stays in at a receiver. Randolph at the top. Everson on a draw to Tommy Speed. Tommy twist and turn, trying to find a little seam, and gets down to about the 40-yard line.
Lead a little bit, 13-0.
All right, Noonan getting alive up there. Third down and 6.5. Vikings showing blitz. Long count by the Cats. Now we see whistles, and there may be a flag down there. I don't know. Yep, I see one on the far side. They're showing against the Vikings, and they 5:19, 5:18 left in the third quarter. Everson calling signals, and again, the Vikings blitzing in. Procedure penalty, I think, is going to be called against the Cats, and they may give that 5 yards right back. They're swapping money down here. So say it again, a 3rd and 1 to a 3rd and 6.
He's coming in on a blitz.
He was roaring down there. Back to pass. Everson pump fakes one time. Goes for Bell deep, and John can't hang on to it. And around the 15-yard line, John Bell, 4th down. Wayne Devane will check in. Deep for the Vikings will be Dana Smith, number 7. Dana stands around his 10. Devane will try to pooch one, I'm sure. The corner of the end zone. It's heading that way. Good high kick. Hits at the 5 and then rolls into the end zone. Touchback. Vikings take over at their 20. Company in the second half of the game. Still no updated score on that Cook County Waycross game. Waycross, the Dogs were leading the Hornets over there 14-0 at the last report. Mikey Davis split to the near side. New quarterback in for the Vikings, Jeremy Davis. Davis, quick pitch. Whoa, fumble. Cats may have it at the 16-yard line. Let's see. Got a mad scramble down there, and the Cats do have it. I don't know who caused that. Could have been Anthony, could have been Marcus, it could have been anybody. But on the action, as Rocky and Bell left and right. New running backs in there. I see McMullen is on one side. We'll check on the other one. And hit from behind. Steve Everson. Tackle.
Bridge leading Tifton 14-3.
New quarterback in for the Cats. Alan Baker. And Alan's going to be punished. Edwards, one running back behind Baker, the quarterback. Third down, long. They give to Joe Edwards. Another fumble. Edwards was hit hard as he got to the 24. Got separated from the football, but the Cats recovered. 23 comes up with a loose football. That's Brian Thomas. Cats leading the Vikings. You're listening to Wildcat Football. Real hard attempt. Little or no win, so it shouldn't affect the kick. And it's going to be short. He had the accuracy since Field heard a whole lot out of tonight because his microphone went south. Davis still in at quarterback from an I formation to give to Otis Fleming. Fleming hits the 20, gets out near the 25-yard line. Cats begin to gang tackle with those substitutes. Tony Norton. The entire football game from the get-go. Mikey Davis split to the near side with a couple of more receivers. Michael Thompson back in at quarterback now, and that right tackle for the Vikings got up. That's Joey Peterson, and they're going to call the Vikings for motion. Peterson's going to go back to the huddle, and gee, guys, I didn't mean to do that. Bert Craven, two receivers wide left. The slot left is Otis Fleming, number 21. Now, one man in motion as we got, look out for a little flea flicker. Davis wants to throw, being chased, ran away from a couple of tacklers, and then gets knocked down around the 22-yard line. All that running east and west, no north and south business. Really, Mikey Davis was running for it. Davis elected to try to scramble and make something out of nothing. Craven checks out. Neelums and Davis, the two receivers on the right side. From the shotgun, Michael Thompson calling signals. Throws deep and complete at the 45. Penalty flags are flying down now. And the pass complete to the Valdosta 45 to Rod Slater, but let's check out the penalty. There was a lot of bumping there, and we may have offensive pass interference. Could well be. Nope, it's a defensive pass interference. Takes it to the Valdosta 45-yard line. From the shotgun. Well, we got penalty flags, and I think a lot of finger pointing down there. I think the Vikings are going to be called again for motion. They are. So just about the time the Vikings offensive train. Add that with a little breeze, too. 1st and 15. Cats showing blitz right now. Thompson back to pass. Has time. Uncorks along with the Neelums. And I think Cedric may have come down with them. Incomplete. Neelums looked for the moment like he had it. Broken it nicely. Jones. Vikings come back in that polecat offense, shifting everybody on the right side. Thompson, well, we got a new quarterback back there. He's running for his life. Absolutely running for his life. For all that running, number 15, Dwayne Johnson, goes out of bounds, and the Vikings nothing. You're listening to Wildcat Football. I believe Dwayne is a true little old ninth grader. He is. I remember Dwayne playing boys club football and baseball with my grandson. He's back to pass, throws complete, and oh boy, Cedric Neelums had it hit him right in the belly, and he dropped it. How many times would you see Cedric Neelums drop? And Dwayne will stay in. At quarterback. Throws complete to Fleming at midfield. Fleming twists away from one. Gets to the Valdosta 40-yard line before they finally knock him down. Short of the first down by 5 yards. But nevertheless, a good game. Quarterback. We'll check that other running back for you. Edwards is on one side. He gets the call, and Joe takes it to the 46.5. Dana Smith. A heck of a first half. Second down, about 8.5. We got movement all over the place. Everybody moved. All the yellow flags came out. 2nd and 9. And they'll have 5 yards back. Takes it to the 36.5-yard line. And the Cats offensive, Michael Roberts split wide left. Baker, your quarterback, fakes and rolls left, picks up a block and gets knocked down around the 40. Pushed out. Stanley's out of bounds. Plays normally would stop it. Baker calling signals. 3rd, 9.5. Back to pass. Airs one out. Got a man down there. And goes incomplete. Pass intended For Tyrone Berry, the Vikings will be number 25, Darryl Scott. This is Devaine's second or third kick of the night. He airs it out again. High kick. Fumble, and the Cats are going to get it. Let's see. We got penalty flags down at the 24-yard line. Valdosta has the loose football. Scott had mishandled it. We had two Vikings back there bumped into each other trying to catch the football. Now we're going to have an interference call against the Cats. That's kind of a iffy call there, Mr. Ref. If that's the case, the Vikings will maintain possession. And they're gonna say the Cats interfered with the receiver's opportunity to catch the football. I'm sure that's going to be the call.
Tell you on the third quarter stats. First downs, Valdosta 17, Lowndes 4 yards rushing. Valdosta 44 carries for 245 yards. That's a new 23. And of interest here, Tommy Speed, 15 carries, 122 yards. So he needs a few more to break that record.
Left in the game, scrimmage is the Valdosta 25-yard line. And again, Darryl Scott back in single safety. This one's going to turn over on him. And hit and down around the Lowndes 44-yard line. This is Jeremy Davis. Davis is your quarterback. He goes to his fullback, and I think we're going to have penalty flags here. Edward Mack is checked in at running back, and I think one of the running backs got off the three-point. Goes to Edward Mack. Mack gets close to the midfield stripe and squirts forward. I think they're going to down him around the Valdosta 49. Receiver split wide right. Mack behind Jeremy Davis, the quarterback. You have to give to Edward Mack, and I think he may have the first down. Got a lot of rookies in that defensive unit. First down from the Cats 47. Davis rolling right. Wants to throw. Now decides to pick it up and run with it. And he gets hit from behind. Hit hard. 8. The ball at the Valdosta 43-yard line.
Scores from around the region. Coffee County and Colquitt still tied at 14-7. We're going to watch that one.
Jeremy Davis, still in the quarterback for the Vikings. Give to Mack, off left tackle. Edward Mack, loose at the 40, 35. He's at the 30. And being chased out of bounds around the Valdosta 23-yard line. Good run by the young defensive unit in there right now. First down. Vikings at the Valdosta 23. Option, back to Mack. Edward turns it up and gets inside the 20, down near the 18-yard line. Again, Kennedy makes the stop for the Cats team. Vikings looking at a 2nd and 5 from the Cats' 18-yard line. Well, one time too many to the well, and Edward Mack's had his number called as he gets cut down short of the line of scrimmage.
That was number 45, Jason Yearby. Well, Jay, in a
From the Valdosta 20-yard line, third down. 7. Davis goes to Mack, and Edward gets back to around the 18 as far as he's going to get. Vikings are going to go for it. Jeremy Davis, the quarterback, just over 5.5 left of the game. Fourth down, rolling Webb, wants to throw. Goes complete inside the 10-yard line to Michael Thompson. Michael, of course, has been the quarterback all night. 10-yard line. Edward Mack has Willie Freeman behind him. They give to Mack. Edward is hit and driven back short of the line of scrimmage. To the receiver, wide right. Slot right is number 12, Anthony Lane. Second and goal. Davis rolling right. Rolling, wants to throw. Has it picked off.
interception, number 2 for the Cats. That's what they're saying now. That's Johnny Jones.
It was a safety, touchback. Matt Mummy checks in at quarterback. Whole bunch of reserves in there now. Look like Vaughn Clark. Yep, number 5, Clark, the ball kicker. Rookies in there right now. Mummy, the quarterback, has Clark at one running back. On a reverse to Robert Randolph. Scurry. This is Jerome Scurry. And Jerome crosses the 30, gets to the 31, and I think he's got a first down. Tackle from behind by Ernie Beard. Jay clinch a title on the short end of a score. Mummy with 3:35, 3:36 going down on that clock. Gives to his fullback at the 40, crosses the 40, gets to the 42-yard line before they finally knock him down more.
Brought down by number 93, Taiwan Raines.
They're at their third quarterback of the night. Everson, then Alan Baker, now Matthew Mummy from the 42 with a first down. To give to Clark. No relation to us, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and then the Vikings close it in, and not 2:41, 2:39. Clock continues to run. Valdosta still 31-0 late in the game. They give to Clark again. Turns the left side. Squirts forward for 5 or 6. Out over the 45 to around the 47. Again, Tyre makes the stop. There's left and right. Pro set backfield. Now let's see. Mummy, we know, still your quarterback. 3rd and 5. Give to number 13. He crosses the 50 and gets down too close to first down yardage.
You know, we've seen Cody Radney in a variety of positions, right?
Meanwhile, back at the Vikings, nothing. You're listening to Wildcat Football.
Do you want to save money this week?
Couple of reserve running backs in there. 38, we caught him a moment ago, Carlos Brown. 2 receivers left and right. Mummy gives to his tailback, and he's got the first down.
You know, Jay, this is something that Nick Hyder prides himself in, is getting some people in the game, getting some of the Coach Hyder trots off the field fairly well for a fellow that had a hip replaced last year.
Yep. 1st and 10 from the Viking 47-yard line. Give to one of those little bitty guys. He's wearing Nakia McMullen's jersey number 8.
Discount on car insurance.
They're not with the varsity. And that's about half of the offensive unit out there right now. Give to a big fullback, and his rookie gets to the Viking 49-yard line. 89. Matthew Mummy is your quarterback. Line of scrimmage is the Viking 49. It's 3rd and 12. Mummy gives to his tailback, and he gets knocked down around the line of scrimmage. Knocked down by 41 for the Vikings.
5. And they start to come on the field and do the shake and howdy after the game.
It's all over. The Winnersville Classic is done. Final score, Valdosta 31. The Vikings nothing. When we come back, our post-game show. Stay tuned to Valdosta Wildcat Football.
Russ Wheeler here at the Lake Edna KFC, about to reveal a big secret. How my new improved extra tasty crispy chicken can be so tender and juicy inside and so crispy and crunchy outside. The secret is a special KFC process called Any questions? Try new improved extra tasty crispy from KFC.
Available only at participating restaurants. Having a hard time shopping for you know who? Well, the Outdoor Shop is ready for you. Easy layaway plans so you can shop now and beat the rush. Quality trampolines, camping and fishing equipment, shotguns and handguns, and they're the area's largest Browning and Remington dealer. So come on in now to the Outdoor Shop and lay away now for that special someone on the Christmas list. The Outdoor Shop accepts your favorite credit cards too. The Outdoor Shop on Northside Drive, where the selection's tremendous and the advice is free.
Back at Cleveland Field, it's all over. Cats prevailing 31-0. Todd, you got some final scores or near finals over there around the area?
Well, it looks like it's